Earned value management. Let's have a look. So where are we in this story? Monitor and control process group. Cost knowledge area. Cost control process. And in the cost control process, the very first tool listed is earned value management. The reason it's listed first, I suspect, is because it actually feeds the second one, forecasting, and the third, to complete performance index, and the fourth, performance reviews. Earned value management starts with three values: the plan value, earned value, and actual cost. Plan value is sometimes referred to as the actual cost of work scheduled. The total plan value of a project is actually the budget at completion, or sometimes referred to as BAC. The earned value is sometimes referred to as the work performed, the cost of work performed. And actual cost is the actual cost of work performed. So it is not necessarily the cost of the work scheduled, and this is why the work achieved must be considered before the value of the actual cost is defined. Imagine we are building a small greenhouse for our community school. One greenhouse, 6 days, 7 work packages, and $1,000. Work packages A to G are listed on the left side of the slide. The duration of the work packages are on the colored bars that is lined up with the work package label. The day values are marked off on the navy colored horizontal bar. So package A, the equipment and tools acquisition, will start on day 1 and take 1 day, while the supplies and materials are planned to start on day 1 as well and take 2 days. The flags on the top are your milestones, and the planned value is represented in dollar amounts on the colored bars. So you'll see package A is plan value of $100, B $125, C $200, D $350, E $150, F $50, and G $25. That's a total of $1,000. Now, earned value calculation is done on an analysis date or a snapshot date. So let's look at day 3. Specifically, the plan was that the work packages A and B would be completely done. So that's 100 plus 125 for 225, and half of C. So that's another $100 for 325. On day 3, our snapshot day, how much work has been completed? Work package A was completed fully, 100%. Work package B was at 80% completion. And work package C was at 25% when we really had planned 50%. So if we go $100 times 100%, that's $100. 125 times 80%, that's $100 again for B. And 200 times 25% is $50. That's a total earned value of $250. How much have we actually spent? The cost that was incurred looks like this. Work package A was $80. Work package B, $100. And work package C, another $100. That is a total of $280. What would these values look like in a graph? Let's look at the S-curve. This is a cumulative effect of the planned value that we accumulate from one day to another. So on day 1, you're looking at $100, day 2, $225, day 3, $325, day 4, $775, day 5, $925, and day 6, $1,000. And as you can see, it creates this S shape. Now, if we look at the work that was done through earned value, we'll notice that those points on day 3 fall slightly below the S-curve. If we looked at the actual cost, we'll see that it is also below the below the planned value, but it is just a tad bit above the earned value on day 3. Know what? Know this. Now you have the data. You have your planned value, earned value, and actual cost as of day 3. You are ready to determine your cost and schedule variances and performance index, which are frequently used as a key component of plan reviews and performance measures required by your project sponsor and your stakeholders. Cost variance and performance index, as well as schedule variance and performance index, are abbreviated as shown. These formulas all begin with the earned value. Then you need to decide which questions are being asked. Is it that you are measuring a variance, in which case the operation requires a subtraction, or are you calculating an index value where the operation must be a division? How much did the project vary from the plan, or at what rate is a plan deviating? CV and CPI relate to cost, so the hint is that we use actual cost in our equation. SV and SPI relate to schedule, therefore we're going to use plan value in our equation. So plug in the correct values and do the math. So what? If the variance is 0, then we are on target. Less than 0, we are falling below target, and above 0, we are exceeding target. If the performance index is at 1 and we are 1 for 1, all is good. But less than 1, we are underperforming, and conversely, over 1, we are overachieving. So, looking at your numbers, your cost variance and your cost performance index will reflect that you are overspending, and your schedule variance and your schedule performance index would reflect that you are behind schedule. Now what? It's time to forecast. What will the graph look like at the end of the week? The forecasting formulas for estimation at completion, or EAC, is the amount of money you will spend on this project. There are 3 acceptable value formulas for calculating this forecast, and you need to select the one that is most appropriate. Depending on the past activity in your project, you will select the best approach to forecast. If the case is that the project has had a one-time cost hit or a cost saving, this formula will best work as it does not use a calculated performance index. Therefore, if my EAC formula is AC plus BAC minus EV, I would get a estimation at completion of 1,030. If the case is that the project has ongoing cost variances, there is an expectation that the inefficient performance will continue. This formula will work best as it supports the trend of the rising expense. EAC is equal to BAC, budget at completion, over your cost performance index. This means your estimation at completion is 1123.60. If your budget requires you to take into consideration the schedule. Perhaps the schedule is a very finite opportunity, the deadline is a harsh deadline, or your schedule performance index is closer to 0 than it is to 1. You will want to use this particular formula because it gives you the opportunity to see what it would cost to bring the whole project back on track, to have the delivery date met. Therefore, the formula goes as followed. Your budget at completion minus the earned value is calculated over the multiplication of the performance indicators plus the actual cost. That will give you the estimate at completion. For this project, you can see that the number is $1374.41. So let's recap. Know what? Earned value management identifies the project's budget at completion, planned value, earned value, and actual cost on a specific date. So what? That means your earned value and your actual cost can provide you with a cost variance and a cost performance index. Then your earned value and your planned value can provide you with a schedule variance and schedule performance index. This gives you current performance information. Now what? Well, forecasting can be determined. Use the estimate at completion, whichever one of the formulas works best. Furthermore, you can use estimate to complete, variance at completion, and to complete performance index formulas as described in your PMBoK. Good luck.